The Colorado Rockies, then and now. Part of one photographer's personal mission. And in the centennial year of Rocky Mountain National Park, Barry Peterson found him, naturally, hard at work.
In a crowded world of honking horns and cubicle offices, nature can be heart-stopping. So think how lucky John Fielder is, perhaps Colorado's premier nature photographer. And you could say a place like this, Rocky Mountain National Park, is his office.
Do you still come to a place like this and just take a deep breath and be a little bit in awe of all of this?
I never get tired of being in places like this. It's my medicine. I've been to the park 100 times in the last 40 years, and it gets better, actually, each time that I come here.
Over the last 40 years, his llama's packed with camera gear. He has hiked or climbed or crawled, looking for the next perfect shot. Capturing nature's majesty, or man's footprint, a fence made of aspen trees, a ranch nestled deep in a valley.
When I'm alone, I think I can experience to a deeper degree the sensuousness of nature, not just these views, but again, the sounds and the smells, the taste, the touch of these grasses.
Aspiring photographers.
It's just a treat to be able to spend an afternoon with John Fielder. He's Colorado's photographer.
Flock to his workshops.
Because John Fielder's work is amazing, it's inspirational, and it can speak to anyone in any corner of the United States or the world.
Or come to his gallery, where the lesson is that you cannot hurry the pursuit of beauty.
We call it the North Fork of the Gunnison Country.
And it's stunning.
This took me about a dozen trips to get this photo, so every year I would go to this location, look at the quality of the aspen trees. It was never right. And finally, after 12 visits, I finally got it at its perfect moment.
So this is a 12 years in the making picture.
Yeah.
But one of his most famous projects was actually a century in the making. Fielder found a kindred soul, photographer William H. Jackson. With his 350 pounds of gear, he was hired by the federal government to photograph his way across the state in the 1870s. Jackson shot 10,000 pictures of Colorado, many archived at Denver's History Colorado Center. Fielder chose 300 and went hunting for the same spots. Some were easy, like Aspen in its early prospector heyday, and now actually less populated a century later. Or railroad tracks, now back to nature.
Just like this.
This is the sweet spot that you finally found.
Exactly.
But sometimes he needed patience, strong legs, and a precise sense of geography to find the more remote areas. It created a book that became a bestseller.
So just tell me, how did you find this place? What were your landmarks?
Well, first clue was Big Thompson River in the foreground. Second clue was Mount Ypsilon, that mountain right there in the background, slightly disguised by that ponderosa pine here. So, yeah, and then just moving around until I got things to line up.
But the decades have changed Fielder. He still finds calm here, but now apprehension.
Well, nature is challenged more than ever these days. We've got a warming planet. We soon will have 9 billion people on the planet visiting places like this. We need to protect it.
That's what drove President Lyndon Johnson to sign the Wilderness Act 50 years ago, protecting America's outdoors. To celebrate that anniversary, Fielder hit the road for a year, showing his pictures, selling his books, working up to this night, matching John the photographer with that other Colorado John, John Denver. His music played by the John Adams Band.
Rocky Mountain High, Colorado.
It filled a downtown Denver concert hall, a wonder of nature, with a warning.
Nature is being lost very quickly because of climate change, and I want to be a part of the community of people that truly care about 4 billion years of the evolution of life on Earth. And one of the best ways to share with people how special this is and why it needs to be protected forever is through photography.